It's clear that, well, Earth is too small a planet to accommodate so many deranged presidents, patriarchs, prime ministers, and ayatollah. And we see that, yes, there is a trend for politically defective leaders. And this trend arrived without knocking. In other words, a chief, a national leader without a noticeable face shift is no longer wanted by anyone. He has no value on the international market, nor on the world stage, nor within his own country. And it would be fine if all these padishahs, all these rulers just sat in their palaces under supervision, banging their crowns against the walls. But no, they all want to dance naked under the moon. And politically, the first third of the 21st century resembles a contest in a clinic for the title of the most severe patient. That is, we see that heads of state are competing in craziness and the vividness of their symptoms. And in general, they're succeeding. Along the way, they create a host of problems, misfortunes, deaths, and hopelessness for their own people and their neighbors. But it's amazing how bigwigs should all hate each other. But as it turns out, these perverts are united in a strange brotherhood, and they forbid their generals from killing each other and reducing the number of all-powerful idiots. Yeah, it's completely unclear who decided to stand up for the obscurantist Khomeini, the Ayatollah, but it seems this was denied, then confirmed again, then denied once more. Apparently, Trump forbade the Ayatollah from being killed, and they moved him to some bunker located in the Lovizansk area, saving him from Israeli bombings. And moreover, it's important to understand that the Ayatollah is their version of Gunya, their own patriarch Gunyaev. He doesn't control a single process, not even the process of his own urination. For the past 8 years, he has been watching Tom and Jerry nonstop, crying, cartoon, he cries and chews on his own beard. He accidentally learned about the existence of the multiplication table, I think, at the celebration of his 80th birthday. And when he was offered to visit Yakutia, he refused, saying that Yakutia is the edge of the earth, which could collapse at any moment. In short, this Ayatollah is quite the character. And Trump, yes, it's getting harder and harder to take Trump seriously. He'll end up making people stop quoting him altogether. It's completely unclear why he keeps associating himself with Putin, even though he should understand the unbearable political stench of this figure who has long been condemned by both history and the present as a piece of trash. Nevertheless, Trump has once again started up his old tune, the gist of which is that Putin began killed 1 million of his own people, sent 1 million of his own orcs to their deaths, killed countless Ukrainians, and destroyed cities, all because Putin was offended by being kicked out of the gate. And he was kicked out of the gate because, well, he shouldn't have stolen Crimea. But overall, the escalation of events between Iran and Israel is quite intriguing. If you look at it, Iran is actually maintaining a certain semblance of composure and is still trying to fight back. And I have to say, is doing so quite successfully and lethally for Israel. Over there in Iran, almost all the leadership has already been killed, practically all the generals, the heads of intelligence, the chiefs of the general staff. But Iran is not discouraged. It understands that in the most decisive moment, it can always call upon and summon Greta Thunberg, the heroine of Iran, of Gaza. And an environmentally friendly uniform has already been sewn, prepared, and is hanging on a hanger for her. That's when everyone will really start dancing. But Iran itself, we have to understand, although what Israel is doing, it does with extraordinary persuasiveness and elegance. And that's important. It's an important thing so that the war, let's say, would smell a little less like a disgusting crime. Because, for example, 3.5 years of Putin's war with its duration, filth, thievery, and a collection of unimaginable crime shave turned this war into a truly horrific disgrace. Israel, on the other hand, really does everything very quickly, and it will undoubtedly, most likely, be the victor. Although, to be honest, of course, it's striking the wrong target. Iran itself doesn't really pose any particular danger. It's just a switchblade, a little knife that Russia uses to jab at one or another player in the Middle Eastern game. And to bring Iran to its senses, you shouldn't be bombing it.